The Odyssey left behind the planet of the Mycona people. Continuing on into uncharted space, Captain Hendricks sat in his cabin, updating his mission log. Their first contact had gone well, forging an alliance against the mysterious blight. A notification chimed on his console. The sensor network had detected an anomaly. Hendricks swiftly made his way to the bridge to investigate. "Report," he ordered, settling into the command chair. Long-range scans picked up some kind of massive energy spike near an uncharted system, explained Rajavi from the science station. The origin is unknown. Could be a natural stellar event, or evidence of alien activity, mused Hendricks. Helm, lay in a course. Let's take a look. At maximum quantum speed, the Odyssey soon reached the remote system. Hendricks studied the main viewer intently as the ship dropped out of superluminal space. Before them loomed a small yellow star surrounded by several planets. The anomaly appears to have originated near the third planet, Rajavi reported. It's Class M, capable of supporting life. Any signs of civilization? Asked Hendricks. Rajavi shook his head. Inconclusive at this range. There is significant electromagnetic interference. Take us into a higher orbit for a better vantage. Hendricks watched closely as the planet grew larger on the view screen. It was an oasis of blue and green, reminding him of home. Suddenly, the ship jolted violently. We're caught in some kind of gravimetric eddy. It's pulling us toward the planet, shouted Akari from the helm. Full power to thrusters. Get us clear, Hendricks ordered. But escape proved impossible. It was like struggling against a black hole. Alarm klaxons blared as Odyssey was dragged from orbit, plunging into the planet's atmosphere. Hendricks gripped his chair against the buffeting descent. All hands brace for impact. Through the viewport, he could see the ground rushing up. They were aimed at a large inland sea. Brace for impact, he shouted. The ship smacked into the water, throwing the crew from their stations. Steam boiled around the view screen as Odyssey skipped like a stone, finally grinding to a halt half submerged along the shoreline. Hendricks pulled himself up, catching his breath. Multiple system failures across the ship, Rajavi responded, checking his console. Main power is offline. We're on emergency reserves only. This was a dire situation, stranded on an alien world. Begin repairs immediately. Get main power and engines back online ASAP. Hendricks opened a ship-wide channel. All decks, this is the captain. We've had an unexpected landing. Work quickly to get systems restored. For several tense hours, the crew labored to patch up the ship. Finally, Rajavi gave a report. Captain, main power is back online, and I've re-established sensor functionality. However, the quantum drive is badly damaged. We're planet, bound for the foreseeable future. Hendricks nodded grimly. This anomaly may have been an intentional trap. Until the Odyssey could escape, they were vulnerable. Keep working on repairs, but remain alert. We may have company. As if on cue, proximity alarms blared. Multiple contacts closing fast, configuration unknown, reported Ito. Hendricks rushed to the viewer. A squadron of alien ships screamed overhead toward them. Red alert. Shields up. Point defense cannons swiveled toward the incoming bandits. Hendricks watched helplessly as the small craft strafed the shoreline, unleashing scorching plasma bursts. The Odyssey shields flared under the barrage. Return fire. Drive them off, Hendricks ordered. The deck thundered as railguns spat metal slugs into the sky, picking off several swooping fighters. But more kept coming, too nimble for the ship's heavy guns. The lights flickered as explosions rocked the hull. Shields are buckling, warned Ito. We can't take much more of this. They had to act fast, or the Odyssey would be destroyed. Hendricks formulated a plan. Helm, get us airborne. Now, security teams to the torpedo bays. The ship rumbled to life, massive thrusters pushing them up from the shore. As soon as they cleared the landmass, Hendricks shouted now, hard to port. Give them a full spread. The Odyssey wheeled in midair, bringing its broadsides to bear. Torpedo tubes rippled as ordnance shot forth. The alien fighters scattered, but several blossomed into fireballs, shredded by the warheads. The swarm broke off their attack and retreated. They're regrouping beyond weapon range, reported Ito. Hendricks let out a breath. They had narrowly avoided annihilation, but the reprieve would be brief. Rajavi, how long until quantum drive is back online? The engineer frowned. At least 48 hours, sir. It would be a race against time. Hendricks opened a channel to engineering. Chief Bell, get those engines operational immediately. The lives of this crew depend on it. He turned to Akari next. Take us up into high orbit. Keep us on the move. Odyssey could not flee yet, but she still had teeth. Hendricks vowed to protect his ship and crew against whatever these aliens threw at them next. For the next 2 days, the crew toiled relentlessly on repairs while fending off guerrilla assaults from the planet. Hendricks drove them hard. They had to get the quantum drive back soon or perish. Finally, Rajavi gave the good news. Captain, quantum drive has been restored. We can leave orbit on your command. Get us out of here. Maximum speed, Hendricks ordered, relieved. The deck thrummed as the hyperdrive spun up. Stars blurred past the view screen as they left behind the hostile planet. Safe once more in superluminal space, Hendricks reflected on their narrow escape. This region was more dangerous than expected. Until they knew what drew them into that trap, extreme caution was warranted. The Odyssey had survived her first true test, but the perilous void held many more challenges yet to come. Hendricks vowed to ready his crew for whatever lay ahead in the uncharted darkness. Their mission of discovery had only just begun.